Hey guys, Chad here from Take It or Leave It, here with my top 10 favorite films of 2025. And I think we can all agree that 2025 was a damn good year for film, enough so that I have a list of 20 honorable mentions to go through, in no particular order. And I'll make the first 10 super simple. They're just my top 10 biggest pleasant surprises of 2025. Yeah, the pleasant surprises were actually all like 7, 8, and 9 out of 10s for me. Some standouts include Custom, The Drowned, Marshmallow, which actually the more and more I thought about it, I really enjoyed that film, and especially The Girl with the Needle. And a few standouts on the second half of this honorable mentions list includes The Assessment, Unmoored, Sinners, The Ugly Stepsister, and Strange Harvest. And as you probably guessed, considering some of the fantastic films I just went through, my top 10 list is purely a personal list. I don't consider it objective whatsoever. And with all that down, let's get into my 10th favorite film of 2025, which was Seven Veils. A theater director has the task of remounting her former mentor's most famous work, the opera Salome. Some disturbing memories from her past will allow her repressed trauma to color the present. Congrats to this film for making my top 10 favorites of the year, as I saw this movie back in January of 2025. And if you haven't seen this film, it's an intense psychodrama that kept me guessing and really got under my skin by the end of the film. And if she hadn't already, Amanda Seyfried proves she is one of the most versatile actors working today, as this film really sits on her shoulders. And at number 9, we have The Silent Planet. An aging convict serving out a life sentence alone on a distant planet is forced to confront his past when a new prisoner shows up and pushes him to remember his life on Earth. This is lo-fi sci-fi at its best, considering it is shot on location with creative and cost-effective special effects that make the setting feel otherworldly. But it doesn't hurt that this film has an impressive script that does some very efficient yet effective world building. But the real scene stealer at the end of the day here is Elias Koteas, most known for his very authentically sinister and villainous performances, who plays completely against type as a damaged, lonely, and sympathetic convict in this film. And he absolutely knocks it out of the park. And at number 8, we have No Other Choice. After being unemployed for several years, a man devises a unique plan to secure a new job, eliminate his competition. If you're ever looking to do a double feature with the film Parasite, then you gotta tag team it with No Other Choice. Not only is this an expertly filmed, dark, thrilling, and disturbing movie, it's genuinely hilarious throughout the entire film. And in 2026, I'm not sure there's a more therapeutic movie for those negatively affected by the state of the economy and the job market. And coming in at number 7, we have The Plastic Men. Vietnam veteran Jonathan Teller suffers from guilt and paranoid delusions. He decides to take his own life, but as he struggles to come to terms with his choice and reality, a chance encounter changes everything. To this day, there are not enough people talking about The Plastic Men, which gives us a haunting depiction of PTSD. And for a completely ignored and underrated film, this is one of the finest directed movies of the year in my opinion. And in particular, I have to compliment the third act pivot, which goes from disturbing and horrific and turns into the most touching film I've seen all year. And at number 6, we have The Banished. After her brother mysteriously goes missing, Grace ventures into the dangerous wilderness to find him. As she uncovers the horrific truth of his disappearance, she is faced with the darkness which threatens to claim her as well. And speaking of the most underrated films of the year, what the hell were the critics talking about when it comes to The Banished? I found this film to be truly disturbing, haunting, and it was just drenched in atmosphere, which was made possible by some incredible cinematography and direction, but in particular, the editing is phenomenal in this film. Alright, halfway there, my 5th favorite film of 2025 was Warfare. A platoon of Navy SEALs embarks on a dangerous mission in Ramadi, Iraq, with the chaos and brotherhood of war retold through their memories of the event. Don't get it twisted, Warfare is a horror film first and a war film second. But that's what I loved about it. No film this year ratcheted up the dread, tension, and suspense to a fever pitch the way Warfare did. And the fact that this film was constructed from the memories of those who participated in this engagement only elevated the intensity of the film. And at number 4, we have Bugonia. Two conspiracy-obsessed young men kidnap the high-powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying planet Earth. I haven't been as big of a fan of Yorgos Lanthimos' films since The Killing of a Sacred Deer, but Bugonia was 100% on my same wavelength. This film has arguably some of the best performances of the year from Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons, and Aidan Delbis, but the balance between tinfoil hat outrageousness and glimmers of truth in the revelations uncovered kept me at the edge of my seat the entire film. Plus, you gotta love that ending. So cynical, God love you, Lanthimos. And breaking into the top 3, we have Dust Bunny. An 8-year-old girl asks her scheming neighbor for help in killing the monster under her bed that she thinks ate her family. As I mentioned in my review for this film, this was a total comeback film for Bryan Fuller in my opinion, as his highly stylized direction is just dripping all over this film. But it's not just his direction that's so phenomenal in this film, it's also his writing. This is a clever and whip-smart script that's only enhanced by an incredibly stellar cast, in particular Sophie Sloane, the child actor in this film. She is utterly phenomenal. I can't wait to see what she does in the future. And at number 2, we have The Wailing. A group of young people inadvertently resurrect a seemingly invisible evil. This is a non-linear, multi-generational nightmare story with well-developed characters and fully fleshed out world building. So much so that I desperately hope this film gets a sequel. Seriously, I haven't been this excited about potentially returning to a horror world since I saw Deus Irae last year. With elements of It Follows, Barbarian, Psycho, and A Nightmare on Elm Street, make sure to see this if you missed it in 2025. And finally, my favorite film of 2025 was Else. A romance blossoms between an introvert and a confident woman, but their relationship faces a threat when a strange epidemic causes the infected to merge with their surroundings, trapping the couple in a shape-shifting nightmare. Man, this film blew me away. Else is an artistic, atmospheric body horror film that hypnotized me and got under my skin via an incredible visual style and haunting practical effects, an awesome body horror concept, and its relentless slow burn buildup. And I cannot emphasize enough how visually stunning this film is. It is easily one of the best looking films I saw in 2025. And at the core of the film is a romance between two outsiders that I genuinely rooted for. It is truly one of, if not the most well-rounded film that I saw last year, and that's why Else is my favorite film of 2025. But those are just my thoughts, take it or leave it. What do you guys think? What do you think of my top 10 favorites of 2025 list? How does it compare to yours? And I just want to say thank you if you've made it this far, and if you've been watching my videos through 2025, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. And what the hell, let me know what you're looking forward to most in 2026 in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video, but you want more information about what's on my watch list, what I'm currently watching, the kind of ratings I'm giving these films, as well as upcoming releases I'm looking forward to, don't forget to follow me on track.tv. My username is TIOLI_reviews. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and click it and start following me on Tracked, and I look forward to seeing you over there. And as usual, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Chad from Take It or Leave It, and I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later. Hey, man, get off my case. Oh, man. Chicks don't want to hear that shit.